Live. Hi, my name is Leslie. I am a junior at Albany State University, and I'm going to be doing the interview today. I need to get a chair live. Hey, y'all. I'm Leslie. What's up? I'm getting a chair. I need a chair. I'm gonna use this one. I'm sorry. Don't say nothing. I'm talking to America. I feel like Bernie Mac. Hey, America.
Why are you taking our stuff?
Tyler, shut up.
Why are you taking our stuff?
Stop talking to me. I'm alive. I'm gonna get off the block for a second. Oh, Jesus. Hello? Hi. So pretty.
Aw, thank you.
You're so welcome. You are so welcome.
Thank you.
How are you doing this lovely day?
I am doing wonderful. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I'm moving a chair into my room.
Sorry, I had to put my headphones in. Okay.
Oh, it's okay. We just got some technical difficulties right now. We're getting it together.
Okay.
Okay. Boom. I'm here.
Hey. You're gorgeous yourself.
Thank you. Thank you. I had to get myself together. Quarantine.
Yes. Come on.
All right. I called my hairstylist yesterday. I was like, can you please try to fit me in? I love this natural. I'm here for
Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to do a little something,
Look, stop. Okay, so let's get into it.
Yes.
I'm going to introduce myself. Hi, I'm Leslie Hudgens. I'm a junior at Albany State University.
Come on, Albany! Yes!
Yes! You know about us!
Say it again.
You know about Unsinkable. You know about us.
I try to keep up with a little bit of everything, what I'm saying.
Yes. I love my HBCU.
Cool deal. Yeah, my sister graduated from an HBCU, so, I try my hardest to keep up with everybody. It's important that we support our own HBCUs. From Wiley College in Marshall, Texas.
Oh, Texas. Oh, no, I don't know what it is.
Uh-oh. It's near Dallas, so,
Oh, okay. Okay, so let me get into the questions. So first, we got to tell them what we're interviewing about. I am here interviewing Christina Bell about your new movie with the Clark sisters.
Yay!
Oh, so first, y'all had me crying in the club. I was crying. Yes, I had to wash it with tissues. I'm so serious.
Oh, my goodness. Why were you crying?
Which scene? Let me go. Okay, so first, I was crying when the mom was on the deathbed and she was speaking to all her daughters. And, I felt like, when she sent them away because she wanted to pass away by herself. Well, that touched me. Really.
Don't give away too much. Everybody hasn't seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, don't give away yeah. Even though a lot of people already know about it, but they don't know, the scenes and all that stuff or whatever. But yeah.
It's coming out, though. Period.
Yes, most I love it.
Saturday, so let me start.
Central. Yeah. Okay.
So how did you get this opportunity?
I got the opportunity. Of course, I auditioned. We saw it posted somewhere, and my management, they were like, "Teen." They called me Teen. They were like, "Teen, you have to audition." So I was like, I'm a little nervous about doing that because I'm used to doing church plays or something like that. So I've acted before, but then the opportunity presented itself and I was like, okay, I'll take y'all up on it. So I auditioned for 3 parts. for Twinkie, of course, for Denise, and also for Jackie. And we got a call back in less than 24 hours, and they were like, yeah, so you're Twinkie. Can you be in Canada in 2 weeks? I was like, yeah. So that's how it happened.
That is so cool. Okay, so another question. So when you were getting into playing the character of Twinkie, what steps did you get into getting into her role, just really embodying the character and bringing it to life? Because you could have fooled me telling me that you wasn't an actress besides church plays. No, I was touched.
You turned.
I'm so serious.
Well, I actually got an acting coach. Even though I've acted before, film is different from doing stage plays. So, I had to get an acting coach. I had to make sure that I paid attention to what some of the interviews that Twinkie has up online on YouTube. So I turned my attention to all things Twinkie. And I wanted to make sure that I tried my hardest to embody everything that she did, because I didn't want anybody to see Christina. I wanted to make sure that everybody saw who the character is, because, of course, the Clark sisters have a huge fan base. And if you don't do what they know Twinkie would do, they'll come after you like the beehive, So I ain't trying to, So I definitely had to do a lot of studying, got with my management. They ran lines with me as well. And, like I said, I just turned everything, all things Twinkie.
Okay. So I know she played the organ in the movie. So did you learn how to play it? Did you learn how to play?
So, excuse me. So I didn't get the opportunity to learn how to play complete songs or anything like that, but I definitely got with a friend of mine, and he taught me some chord structures and all that stuff, because I wanted to be able to make sure that I was sitting comfortably at the organ or at the keyboard, and we pulled it off. But of course I did have to have a double, so that when they did the close-up shots, they got the opportunity to see the hands actually on the right keys and all that stuff. So,
I was going to ask you that if you had a stunt double for those scenes.
I did.
I really want to talk about. I don't know what to talk about without giving away a little too much. But can we talk about how do you feel about the relationship, Twinkie's personal relationship with her mother? How do you feel about that? Did you feel that it was codependent? That she had a hard time letting go?
I believe all of that, but both. It's because and I'm a parent myself, but as your child, or as somebody's child, you want to be able to be dependent, but not too dependent on your parent when you grow older. So she definitely loves her mom still to this day. But it was more so, I have to make decisions and I got to get from underneath your thumb. And that's what she tried to do. And even though sometimes she would kind of get out of doing it like the traditional way that everybody would expect for Twinkie to do, she still kind of fell backwards and was like, okay, I do kind of need to depend on my family, because that's what she had always been used to. And I think that it was very difficult for her to get out of that, even no matter how far away you move from, mom. You still kind of like, let me call my mama because I don't know about this. You know what I'm saying? So even though she tried her hardest to be independent, she still had to be codependent upon her mom to a certain degree. And I don't think that she really liked to do it all of the time. But because that was something that she was used to, she just did it because it was first nature for her.
Okay. Do you I also feel as if the relationship that she had with her father played a big role in the relationship that she chose with her first husband. Don't talk a little too much. Well, sir, I was so mad. I was so mad. I was just like, not you. That he put that Jesus, let me cut it together. I ain't seen it.
Yeah.
How was that? How was living those emotions and being in acting out an abusive relationship? How did you portray that?
I believe that it is important to, first of all, understand that, and this is both male and female, but when you get into a relationship, a female always chooses, a lot of the times females choose, what their father was or is. And a lot of males choose what their moms are, was, or is. And it was the same thing, like you just said. You know, it's what she was used to. That's what she saw. And a lot of times once you get into it, that's when you're kind of like, was this the right decision that I made? You know, and again, it goes back to making those decisions. Should I make this decision? And of course, you know, she did go to mom before she moved, right? And she was like, you know, hey, we about to dip on out, you know, and mama was like, oh, that's what you're doing? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's kind of like I hate that she did. I hate that she chose that route, but with all of that being said, came a child, you know, and it's a beautiful thing to have a child, whether you were with the wrong person or not. So, you know, it's sometimes wonderful and beautiful things come out of bad situations. So that's where we are.
Very beautifully spoken. Very beautiful. And so I know that you were in a all females gospel girl group. So how did you use that similarities in your life to portray it with the Clark sisters? Was it very helpful having that experience? And
definitely, yeah, most definitely, because it brings a lot of things to the forefront. It helps you to understand where they are or where they came from. You know what I'm saying? Like these girls that I was in the group with, they were my sisters, even though I have a blood sister that was in the group as well. But all of them were my sisters because we grew up together. Like we had sleepovers and we grew up in the same church together. We literally did all three. Like we went to the same schools together. We grew up from kids up until the adulthood. And so it definitely brought a lot of things to the forefront. It helped me to be able to gravitate to them and pull from that. So I'm definitely appreciative because, you know, otherwise I don't really think that I could have had that. And also the other girls actually experienced the same things with their siblings and also with family members, you know, so it was definitely helpful for all of us, I think.
Okay. So did you, could you relate to some of the strict rules growing up in the church, like no red lipstick? Oh, I see you got some red lipstick on now. No red lipstick, no no pants.
I can't because I grew up Baptist, so I can't relate to it. I even, while we were on set, I didn't even know that Kojic didn't snap their fingers in church. Like they kept having to tell me stop snapping your fingers because that's not something that they would do because they felt like and I don't know the rules and regulations or anything like that today, but they were like, you know, you can't snap your fingers because it's a worldly thing. That's how they felt. And so I was like, my bad. Because that's all I did. Like when I was in the group, like that, I kept the beat. So, you know, that's what I did. But of course, it was some things that I can relate to, but a lot of things, nah. As far as church, no.
Yeah, I grew up Christian. I grew up Baptist too. Mm-hmm. I could kind of relate, but some of them, like I know, like not wearing pants to church thing, but you know, like when you go to church, you're supposed to present yourself and, you know, come put your best foot forward because you're coming, you're a representation of God, basically. Right. But my grandma, she kind of explained to me that the kind of church that they went to is strict, very strict, because the whole Grammys thing for me, I was like, I really didn't understand that at first. I had to do some research by myself afterwards, like, because did she actually? I wasn't very clear. Did the mother actually keep her role?
Did she keep her what?
Her role in church after playing.
So I believe that some of the stuff I can't remember because I wanted to block everything out, to be completely honest with you. But I do believe that she kept her role for quite some time, but maybe she stepped down. And like, as far as getting even deeper into it, because I don't think that part is in the movie, but as far as keeping the role once everything was over with. I don't think so. But you know, she could have not. But I'm really not too sure about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So another question that I have.
But she definitely got in trouble.
Yeah, it broke my heart. I was just like, oh dang.
Yeah.
Now it's so different in the gospel industry, now that there's different worlds and things like that. I wanted to ask, what life lessons did you learn filming that you could apply to your everyday life?
Wow. Even though I knew this, I actually like to give this information to others, but I definitely want to make sure that people understand this. And again, like I said, I already know this, and this is only because I'm in the gospel industry. But as far as making quick decisions off of, I get to make a decision on my own. Make sure that you're in the right place, in the right headspace. Like, what is going to happen later on behind this decision that I did make? You know, am I going to suffer the consequences of this in a bad way? Is this going to hurt people that are around me, that are with me, that are in my group, or that are in business with me? So just make sure that whatever it is that you're facing, make sure that it is something that you sit down with before you make any irrational decisions. So I definitely can relate to that.
Okay. Well, this will be my last question before we go ahead and wrap everything up. I just want to know, what new projects do you have? Singles? What can we look forward to from you?
So definitely right now, I have my EP that's out. It is called Just Believe. And also my latest single is out, and it's called Going. And I am definitely working on my new music right now. So just look out for all of that. Anything else that is related to Christina Bell, just make sure that you go to officialchristina.com, and everything will be on there. And of course, once we get out of hiding and out of jail, we'll get to get back to real life, you know, and you know, I'll definitely have even more dates on my calendar.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it was so amazing talking to you. Like, literally, life changes things. I was blown. Like, I was like, I'm you. Girl, I've been stalking you all day. I promise you.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. But it was so amazing talking to you. Thank you for allowing me this opportunity.
Thank you for letting me come on and share with your viewers. I really appreciate it. Hey, everybody.
They're really funny if you've been reading little things.
Yeah. I can't read at the same time because I'd be like, oh, goodness. What'd you say?
Well, it was so nice speaking to you, and I'm going to let you go about your day. You be blessed and stay safe.
Thank you. You too.
Right.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Good and